Hellos and welcomes everyone, this is AnthWolf with Star Wars The Old Republic Part 2. Where we last left off, we had first arrived on Typhon, the ancient homeworld, I think they said, of the Jedi, where they have another Jedi temple after the previous one on Coruscant was destroyed by the Sith Empire. Now, before we begin, you may notice that the layout of our screen has changed, and that is because I spent 5 minutes on not only this character but on my other characters, transferring some items and basically setting up the heads up display as I prefer it. And yeah, this is basically how I will plan to run the game as it is. A couple of things to mention from part 1, which was a long talking episode. We'll start moving while we're here. Is in this explorer area. Watcher Derrin has asked us to go to the gnolls and investigate what is attacking my fellow Padawans. It's meant to be flesh raiders armed with blasters, which he said was kind of suspicious, so we'll head on that way. But while we're walking down here, as I said, because I'm new to the Jedi Knight storyline, I would prefer if anyone didn't give me any spoilers in the comments below. With that being said though, I don't mind anyone asking me any questions about this game or anything in particular really, because when I'm playing this game and when I'm running between the missions, I'm not sure what I can really say. Like, I can go off on a tangent of what I'm doing and what I have unlocked and so much and so forth, but there could be times when there is silence because I normally have music playing in the background here. As you can see in my preferences now, I have not turned the music on, which is excellent. That's always a good start. Let's put that up to 30A and see how it goes. See, we'll be playing with the video editing so much. There we are. I bumped up the voice volume as well because it was quite quiet in the first video. But I wasn't talking at the same time, so it wasn't really being overpowered by anything in particular. You might notice in the top left hand corner there's now 29 in-game mail messages that I can get access to in a mailbox. 14 of those are from EA. As a subscriber, I do get like yearly like awards, like fireworks and all that jazz. Little bonuses, little titles I can give myself. Like at the moment I'm just called Protagonist, but if I so choose I could be, let's have a look here. Do I have a character? I don't have any character titles at the moment. That will change, but I could give myself a surname. But no, we are sticking to the Protagonist. The other 15 of those mails is actually items I've sent to myself from my other characters. Mostly they're not going to be too useful. It's bits of armor to boost me through this first tutorial area. Not that you really need them at all. You'll mostly find them from mobs that you kill here. But it's miscellaneous items. Most of them will be usable after level 10 to upgrade my armor. So,
mechanized travel is for official business only.
Let us continue. This is a taxi service. It allows you to fast travel from A to B rather than running everywhere. But you actually need to discover these taxi droids to actually travel to like, A to B to C, and etc. and so forth. What an undertaking we have begun. I say we are on Typhon. There is a map. You will unlock it the further you go into these areas. Say if I spread out over here, follow this road down, it will unlock maybe the Jedi Temple. When you unlock the entire area, you will get a bit of bonus XP. I am in the second zone. People, it's how to describe it. Because it's an online game, to try and reduce the lag of the game and keep everyone's frame rate slightly stable, when there's so many people on Typhoon Instance 1, say 150 plus, they open up a second instance. So for some areas on some worlds later on, because there may not be so many people playing, they won't actually have any instances. But the moment on the second instance is 44, I think there's about 170 people on Instance 1. For us, it's not really going to be too much of a problem because basically I've turned off the general chat And I'm just keeping some relevant information, like if anyone wisps me. I don't want to be totally ignorant and rude. So we'll see if anyone has to say anything, but I highly doubt we'll be interacting with our fellow players unless we're on a flashpoint. So, Master Relnex here actually has something to say. This is a quest icon, and because it's highlighted like a yellow rather than like a dull grey, it means we can actually speak to him and he has something to tell us. So, let's see what he has to say.
Padawan, come here, quickly. The training grounds are not safe today.
Night Wellers sent me to help with the Flesh Raiders. I'm combat trained and ready to help.
The Force is with us. Few Padawans here can make that claim. The Flesh Raiders moved into the training grounds, organized and ready, attempting to isolate various groups of Padawans. There's a group of students in the hills we lost track of. They're not combat trained.
Just let me know what's required. I'm here to help.
I've got a beacon here. If you can find the Padawans and set the beacon, we'll send an evac shuttle as fast as we can. A group of Jedi from the temple is headed this way, but maybe not fast enough. May the Force be with you.
So, we have a side quest. Our primary quest is normally the one at the top, but it's not always the case, I believe. And now we can also find the missing students. As a question as like a side rule, because I'm mostly dealing with the story arc, it doesn't mean that I'm probably going to do a fair few of the side quests on each world. Mostly because, while you're trying to do the main quest, the side quests you get in the local area will normally be like on the way, like an en route quest you can do. So it's not such a hassle to go out of your way basically to do the quest, if you know what I mean. And also because it's handy at this point to actually level your character up. As I say, when you leave here, you could leave here as soon as maybe level 6 or level 7, but I ideally want to be about level 10, level 11, primarily for the role purposes of this game. I want to be able to wear my knightly armor and have my lightsaber. So, this is going to be a boring couple of minutes. Feel free to look at the timeline, but as I say, I need to check my generic items that EA would have sent to me, and I will talk about some of them after I've collected them, I suppose, and go through them for you. Let's organise all these. We don't need that one. There's some fireworks, a second anniversary fireworks, which I think I got September last, actually. When another PvP, a space fighter came out, a starfighter, sorry. They give you a lot of optional suits of armor you could wear, but I never used them, so we'll just delete those. But I would take the titles. There was another optional title, the Risen. Basic commendations. I will take these. They can be used to purchase gears, but I don't think you can use them at like level 1 to 50. I think it's like 51 to 55, though I may be mistaken. Now, this item, Dr. Ogurob Hut, his hollow statue, is actually extremely useful. It came from, is it the first DLC? I forgot what it is. Something of the Hut Cartel. But it's an extremely useful item, and I will show you why. Obviously the first anniversary fireworks, which we don't need. We will take you. It's another title, thank you. We're almost there. We don't need that Force Crystal. We won't take all of them because they'll just waste space in my inventory. We'll take the money. And somewhere here, we'll take the experience boosters. And we'll take the 1 to 5 armors sent from one of my characters, because we will probably get the level 3. It won't take that long. So we'll take those, and the rest of them can wait here until we require them, basically. So, we now have almost, well, 2 full rows of inventory. what are these things? I say some of these are titles. This one gives me the founder title, which I get because I was one of the first subscribers. I think I joined in the beta game. It gives us a little bit of experience, and now if we so wish we can select the founder title that appears next to our name. We won't though. There's no benefit to it apart from to show it off. We'll just unlock more of these titles, because why not? In the meanwhile, we will reorganize the inventory. And then we have some pets we can have come alongside us on our journey. We don't really bother with them. They are optional things, and they've recently introduced strongholds, which for all the characters of your legacy, which all my characters are on the same account on this server, you can have like a house basically to put all your decorative items on if you so choose. And this is one of the decorative items, a Rishi idol, and it gives us a bit of prestige, which I haven't really looked into too much, so if you want to ask me about that, I can't really give you too much of a good answer, but no doubt someone can. So, let us actually go out and kill something. We are, as I say, a Jedi Knight, and these are some Flesh Raiders attacking these Watchmen. Of course, these Watchmen know what they're doing and will slaughter anything who comes their way. We have the basic strike attack. As I say, the Jedi Knight, obviously you have your health bar, and you use a other kind of energy known as focus. You gain focus from hitting enemies, killing enemies, and as a tank later on I will actually gain focus from actually taking damage. But at the moment we only have the strike, and we have the slash, which requires free focus to actually use, but it is additional damage compared to the basic attack. So, let's go strike someone. Go. The first 2 kills of the entire series, and we got a padded coat, which actually is a bit better than what we're wearing. I won't do this all the time, but as we're starting off, we'll start off slow, and then we'll just build up to what's natural and speed through the game, no doubt. Our primary quest is just to actually kill 10 of these Flesh Raiders. There you go. Already we've gained level 2. Now I was talking about oh, hello, let's kill this scout. Oh, and our holocommunicator is now buzzing. There are some NPCs prior to this statue and prior to a few other holo statues that you had to speak to learn your abilities, because at the moment, as I say, we've only got these 2 skills to attack with basically, and we require more, and we'll get them as we level up. Rather than go to the NPCs, I can actually use this holo statue, and it actually summons it beside me, and if I click on it, it then allows me to learn my trainable skills. Because we're level 2, we know how the Force Sleep ability, which I'm automatically going to sling over here, so I can use it with my mouse. Take him away, and I've actually forgotten that each class has their own personal buff. For Jedi Knight, it's Force Might, which increases my melee, ranged, force and tech damage by 5% for an hour. And also if anyone's in my party, they also get that buff. So, there you go, a little bit more damage for us. We have gained a new ability, and all quite quickly. We only killed what? Well, 10 Flesh Raiders there. So let's see who's calling us.
You're unharmed. Good. Flesh Raider shot me in the leg while I was rescuing some Padawans. Don't know where these things got blasters, but I know how to use them. I've been evacuated to a med center, but the fighting isn't over.
I'll push back the enemy, whatever it takes.
We need to stop them at the source. Another Padawan found a cave tunnel the Flesh Raiders used to enter this valley. I need you at that tunnel, making sure the Flesh Raiders don't get any more reinforcements through it.
I'll find this cave tunnel and seal it.
We need to end this conflict before anyone else gets hurt. Find the tunnel along the mountain range. May the Force be with you.
Yes, yes, sure. So, there you go, an extension to the primary storyline. Primary quest, I should say. We now need to find the Gnawl's Cavern. But, what's this flashing blue thing you see in the distance? A Flesh Raider cage. A dead Padawan lies in the cage, succumbed to his wounds. The Flesh Raiders have apparently been trying to capture him. There might be other Flesh Raider cages in the area. That first part was a bit too fast to read, but no doubt you have seen it. So we can free captured Padawans. And we have to do it 6 times. And that was my force sleep ability. It has a cooldown of like, was it 15 seconds? And we found a green item, which is a green chest piece. It increases our strength and endurance. As a Jedi Knight, we want armor which has strength and endurance, and as we're going towards a Jedi Guardian, it means after level 10 we preferably want heavy armor with the strength and endurance trait. The more endurance the better, because the more endurance you have, the more bonus HP you get. Another side note, the force sleep ability actually gives you free focus when you use it. So it's good to jump in, and then you can use your, the slash attack. And at level 3 it's even better. There you go, make quick work. I have auto loot on, so sometimes it might be a bit too fast to see what I'm actually picking up, but if there's anything interesting I will let you know and go show you it in the inventory screen. Mostly it's just vendor trash, things you can sell at the NPCs. Oh. But I had a little bit of lag there. And in the distance I see a glowing blue box. It's actually a chest. Anyone can actually pick these up on the server, but I suppose no one else is nearby at the moment, so I might as well try and reap the spoils, whatever's in there. Of course we've got to clear the way first. And we got some level 1 green leggings. We might as well take them. And we'll continue just directly to find the missing students. It tells us round about where they are, and it's actually really accurate, to be honest with you. Unless it's like a collect quest when it's like in the general vicinity. If you have to find someone, it generally tells you where they are. You might as well free this Padawan while we're here. Oh, accidentally switched targets. There we go. Now you might ask, I'm getting experience, but I'm also getting legacy experience. I mentioned before, legacy is basically everyone of my bloodline, and my bloodline is called the Omegon bloodline on this server. Basically, you have a standard experience bar, and then you have a legacy experience bar. With legacy, when it gets to a certain level, you can unlock special abilities. What special abilities is the rocket boost. It gives me 12 seconds of boosted movement speed. Unless I get hit, and then it actually sets me back to the standard movement speed. It has a 30-second cooldown. It's actually a really cool ability. It's good for getting to point A from point B, because some areas you can't... Oh, there's another person. Oh, and they've logged out. Fair enough. Some areas, like inside buildings, you can't actually use like vehicles to move faster, and I'll explain those when we actually get to use them. So the rocket boost can be used anywhere, so it's kind of a cheat thing, but you know, sometimes you don't want to just be running everywhere.
How's he looking?
He should be resting in the Jedi Temple, but if you're determined to press on, I can help him along.
Give him the last of the Kolto if you have to. We'll fight again soon. Hey! Good to see another Padawan alive out here. You're lucky those creatures haven't caught you yet.
I've been searching for you. What happened out here?
You did send rescuers.
We came seeking knowledge of the Jedi Code. The Flesh Raiders interrupted our trial.
Never fought like that in my life. We killed it, but Jaredin was badly injured.
Your friend. How serious is the wound?
It pains him greatly. He should not be moving. It is not the Jedi way to seek battle and revenge while a man suffers.
That's your opinion, Mineas. It's not what we decided. Training or not, a bunch of animals won't keep us from becoming Jedi.
Isn't she right? Jedi don't give up, do they?
She is wrong. Remember the Jedi Code. There is no passion. There is serenity.
That's enough, Mineas. If you want to help us, we could use you. Help make the Flesh Raiders pay.
And here's the first bout of conscience you have. The signs at the bottom I've actually enabled in my preferences. You have the light side option and the dark side option. Really, you have to choose the side with Mineas or Avita Latia, and whether or not you want to help kill some flesh raiders, get the words out, or actually convince them to head back and help their injured party member there. I'm thinking with this one we should be nice, so we're going to be nice.
You're walking a dangerous path. You and your friends need to get back to camp while you still can.
But we're so close to finishing the trial.
No, we are not.
I see you have a signal beacon. Leave it for us, and as soon as we have gathered our things, we will signal for a ride back.
And there you go, side quest complete. We can actually now return to Master Relnix and let him know of the situation. And yeah, compared to the light side and dark side, this is this slider bar here telling us our alignment. It won't actually change until we've completed a mission, but right now we gain 50 points of light side energy, and there are certain thresholds you can reach, and certain items you'll get in the game known as relics require you have a prerequisite light side or dark side alignment before you can actually equip them, and they give you certain bonuses. So yeah, we did a good thing there. So let us continue to find this cavern. As I say, normally I don't mind the grinding in this game, so quite honestly I could quite easily grind around this local area till about level 5, but I don't want to make you suffer through that. So we'll power through, and I may make the use of some experience boosters, and between certain episodes I may just power level myself, like maybe like half a bar or a bar for experience. But if I do, I will let you know, because it's only fair. I'd be quite happy to be level maybe 10, maybe level 11 when I leave this planet, and then I'd be right on track to where I want to be in this game. But that's for the future. This is the 5th Padawan rescued from the cage. And now strong enough to kill those scouts in one hit. Final Padawan rescued. And this is a quest where we don't actually need to find an NPC to turn in, it just lets us complete it as we are, and we gained a basic commendation for that. Basic commendations are used, as I say, for weapons and armour on the different fleets, Republic or Imperial. I will show you them actually when we get to that point. we gain level 3. And actually, it's a really good time to do that. I will summon my holo statue. And we learn the ability Force Sweep. Strikes the target and up to 8 enemies within 5 meters using the Force. Dealing so much kinetic damage, also stuns weak and standard enemies for 2 seconds. It's an extremely useful ability, especially for area effect, because it's one of the few skills that a Jedi Knight actually gets. And it's actually really handy because of its range. Even though it's short, it comes in handy for situations like this. There you go, that was so much easier than having to target them all individually. It doesn't do as much damage, but it uses the exact same cost of focus as Slash does. So it's usually best just to jump in and then sweep. Our Jedi skills grow. Ah, there you go, clean sweep. It's an injured Flesh Raider. Let's make him more injured. In fact, let's make him dead. And the Jedi Knight phase. You'll find these in the world. Usually it means that no other person can enter this area. It's a separate instance just for your character, unless they're part of your party. This means there's a story element behind you. Basically, anyone can kill any creature in this general world, but only you can actually enter here and do, like, change it basically. Yep, so this is my individual story area, as you can see from the Protagonist sign. And we have a bonus objective here. There's the bonus mission completed. We got a little bonus experience there of 125, very nice. But we might as well clear this area out. Oh, we got a basic commendation from that, thank you. And now there is a conversation point in the story that we can go up there and see. First of all, though, we'll recover our HP. Rather than stand around and it'll regenerate naturally, we can use introspection. Each class has a similar ability where they just introspect themselves, I suppose, and regenerate HP and mana if you have it.
Stop struggling, Padawan. Your life was over the moment you set foot here. Because the Order must evolve, and you are weak.
Whoever you are, step away from that Padawan.
You are dangerous. You killed my soldiers. Not attacking, cleansing. And we have only begun.
Lay down your weapons. I don't want to hurt you.
The old order is dead. Long live the new order.
And we had our first strong enemy there. Strong enemies are slightly more tough than your standard opponents. They can't be stunned with the likes of Force Sweep. Basically be aware of them on the battlefield, but he wasn't too tough, even though he was armed with a lightsaber. What do you have to say?
You two alright? What happened here? Thank the Force that you're both safe. This man's no Jedi. At least not one of us.
He organized the attack on the training grounds. Called the Flesh Raiders his soldiers.
I warned the Council these natives aren't mindless beasts. This is proof. This lightsaber, there's something familiar about it. Strange. You held off all these attackers by yourself with only a practice saber. Impressive.
I followed my instincts, that's all.
They served you well. This battle's over, but we don't want any more Flesh Raiders coming through here. That should hold them back for now.
I want to learn how to do that.
I'll spend a few decades practicing, and you'll pick it up in no time. Not yet. I'll get you to a med center. You seem all right to travel alone. Report to the Jedi Council.
This valley isn't safe yet. I don't feel good about leaving.
We have Jedi Knights rooting out the last attackers. You're needed elsewhere. Follow the path leading out of this valley. You'll find the Jedi Temple through the mountain pass. See you there.
So we encounter another Jedi Master there, an Augustin. He has a relevance to the Jedi storyline, so if you go into the Codex, it will tell you all about him and his relation. I think the Codex actually expands as you continue the storyline, but yeah, we'll get out of this story area, and then I think we'll call this part complete, basically. We've gained our next set of instructions to advance storyline. We must head to the Jedi Temple here on Typhon. And we also have to turn in the missing Padawan quest, actually at the starting area we were at before. Oh, we actually are level 3, I totally forgot. We can actually now equip on level 3 leggings and level 3 boots. There you go. So we've got a bit more armor, which is a bit more defense, a bit more strength, and a bit more endurance. And as I say, I will leave this here. I say the first few episodes will be basically sinking in, explaining the basics, but things will start progressing and speeding up as we basically get out of this tutorial land, however long that takes. So, this has been AnthWolf, and I hope you've all enjoyed, I hope you all take care, and I'll see you for more Knights of the Old Republic. Yeah, near enough. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye now.